Imagine, if you will, a rather magnificent cake. It's a triple chocolate fudge extravaganza, glistening with ganache. Now, who has an interest in this cake? The baker, the person whose birthday it is, the guests at the party, even the chap from the council's food hygiene department. All these people have a stake in that cake. They are, in the theatrical world of business, what we call stakeholders. A business isn't an island, it's a bustling, interconnected ecosystem. Think of your local corner shop. It's not just the owner, Mr. Higgins, pottering inside. It's the lad who delivers the morning papers, the old dear who buys her milk every day, the company that supplies the fizzy pop, and even the neighbours who endure the 6 a.m. clatter. Each one has a connection. The very lifeblood from sweet shop to global behemoth. The term stakeholder sounds formal, but it's far more vibrant. Think of a grand, slightly mad family dinner. Uncle Barry, the owner, wants praise for his new car bought with profits. Cousin Susan, the employee, wants a pay rise for a holiday. Grandma, the customer, wants a decent meal at a fair price. The neighbour just wants the noise down. Let's embark on a little expedition into the wilds of business to spot these creatures. Our mission: who they are, what they crave, and why the clever owner must be the ultimate dinner host. Forgetting a stakeholder is like forgetting fearsome Aunt Ethel, dramatic consequences and passive-aggressive commentary. The play is set, characters wait in the wings. Let the great stakeholder stakeout commence. Right then, let's pin this concept down with the intellectual equivalent of a butterfly net. A stakeholder is any person, group or entity with an interest or concern in a business. They can affect the business or be affected by its objectives, policies or actions. It's a wonderfully broad church. Not just shareholders. Some people hold financial stakes. Shareholders. If the business vanished in a puff of smoke, reactions would vary greatly. Some have financial, emotional or practical reasons to care. Making profit matters, but it isn't the whole story. Ignoring stakeholders is like a tightrope walker ignoring gravity. It may end swiftly and messily. Customers hold the revenue. Employees hold operational know-how. Government holds the rule book. Community holds the business's local reputation. Don't upset Granny and keep her happy, and she might slip you a tenner or praise. Ignore stakeholders and doors close. Reputation is fragile. Understanding them is a survival skill. Risk management, relationships, long-term health. It's about building relationships, managing risk, and ensuring long-term health. Not short-term cutting corners. A single ignored interest can jeopardize everything. It's an interconnected dance. The business calls the steps. Right. Let's meet the cast properly. Now, binoculars out. Identify the main species. First up, owners, the big cheeses. They started the thing or bought into it. They want financial health. For large companies, thousands of shareholders want profit, rising share prices and dividends. Everything comes back to the bottom line for them. Next, workers, the cogs and gears that make the machine run. From CEO to cleaner, all trade time and skills for a wage. They want fair wages, job security, good working conditions and promotion. They are the engine room of business. Then the customers, the lifeblood. They vote with their wallets. Their choices can make or break a company. Value for money, quality, reliable service and good customer care matter most. If customers are unhappy, they'll walk out and tell their friends. External players, suppliers, they want to be paid on time and long-term contracts. For a donut van, it's the flour mill and sugar refinery. Government rule-maker, tax collector, issuer of fines. The local community wants jobs and low noise, not pollution or traffic mayhem. They can be either champions or vocal critics. Owners, profit, growth, rising share price, dividends. Workers want fair pay, job security, safe conditions, training and promotion. Customers want value for money, reliability and good service. Suppliers want reliable contracts and prompt payment. Government wants compliance and taxes paid. Community wants jobs, investment, but not pollution or noise. With so many wish lists, clashes are inevitable. Like rain at a British barbecue, owners versus workers, a constant tug of war over the wage bill. Owners want to maximize profit, but wages are a major cost. Freeze wages, and you may delight shareholders, but invite strikes and low morale. Owners might cut corners, cheaper materials, understaffed service, and to boost profit, that clashes with customers' desire for quality and good service. Short-term gain can mean long-term pain. A factory that pollutes to cut costs makes owners richer but enrages the community. Protests, bad publicity, boycotts and fines can decimate profits. You can't please everyone. The art is finding a compromise everyone can live with. Think spinning plates. Dash from one to the next. Give each a little spin to stop a crash. Communication, negotiation, and compromise are essential. Explain pressures, involve stakeholders, explore alternatives, for example, temporary bonus freeze or process efficiencies. Bring stakeholders into the conversation to build trust and shared purpose. In our hyper-connected world, reputation is one of the most valuable assets. A story about exploitation or pollution can go viral in minutes. Happy stakeholders are brand ambassadors. Productive workers, loyal customers, reliable suppliers, respect the environment, support community causes, and you build goodwill. Reputation built by managing relationships becomes a powerful competitive advantage. This isn't pure altruism, it's enlightened self-interest, investing in relationships that sustain you. Fair pay attracts talent, good value builds loyalty, fair suppliers give reliability. Considering all stakeholders ensures long-term survival and prosperity. Build trust brick by brick. It's more valuable than short-term financial gain. Now, the exam-friendly memory hook and recap. So there we have it. Stakeholders aren't dry, they're the living reality of business, a grand opera of competing interests. See the pirate ship, the family dinner, the magnificent cake, ignore an ingredient and the cake, or business, falls apart. Remember the stakeholder soup. Owners want cheap, customers want gourmet, workers want safe kitchens, government wants hygiene. If the chef listens only to owners, the soup is cheap and watery. Only customers, and you'll make it too expensive. Workers want time and safety to do it right. Government wants every hygiene rule followed. The trick: a delicious, safe, reasonably priced soup that keeps everyone coming back. Mnemonic: cake equals sign who's in the game. Pirate ship equals sign owners versus workers. Spinning plates equals sign balancing act. Stakeholder: soup equals sign what they want. For your exam: 1. Identify stakeholders. 2. State their interests. 3. Explain conflicts. 4. Suggest how to balance communication, negotiation, compromise. If asked for an example, use a small business, Dave's Donut Van. It's clear and exam-friendly. Sample line: owners want profit. Workers want fair pay. Customers want value. Compromise by explaining pressures and seeking alternatives. Remember, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Get that right, and you've the key to the topic and to understanding human enterprise. A tasty, balanced soup equals sign happy stakeholders equals sign sustainable business. Good luck in your exam, and do try to enjoy the drama. That's all from Dr. Steve Bird. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment with a stakeholder example you found tricky. See you next revision.